Alright family, before we get started, I want to let you guys know this episode will be kind of different. Let's get with it. Alright New Jack, we back. We about to get back into this episode, but before we do, let's go. Alright, we got Garrett Gregan, Richard Allen Lavelle, Linda Rafado, Eileen Purnell, Carla Blackman, Gino Land, Ashley Singletary, Pat Watson, Miss Goldie, Phyllis Jackson Husky, AG, Surtees, Zandra Shreen, Angela Goldtree, Carmelita Placard, Yvonne Wilson, Petty Officer, Courtney Carter 318, Miss Carter 318, Belden Jones, Robert Sanders, Clifford Glenn, David Townsend, and Big Slick with it. Alright guys, now I want to explain a couple things to you before we get started. When we start this episode, we're going to be starting after A Block get off for lockdown, and the day will also be commissary day. This commissary day, like I said, a lot of inmates' families don't send them money no more, don't accept their calls. So what happens when inmates that used to can go to commissary and buy it out can't even buy a sneaker bar at commissary? Well, we about to find out. Over the weekend, they found Donahue back there on A Block stuffed in a flow man closet. Let's get started. When I say wake up, you say get to it. Wake up, get to it. All right, listen up, inmates. Today is commissary day. For those of you eligible to go to commissary, you will be the 4th block to go today. So C.O. Verhouse and Crawford wakes us up this morning. They tell us we gonna be the 4th block to go to commissary. Soon as they get through their roll call, Crawford trying to get up out of there. Verhouse was the one who was actually calling the roll, and Crawford was just standing there. That's just how it was. The dude Rabbit was mugging him hard, and Crawford was looking all around the world. He would not look at this dude for nothing. So we knowing this man got Crawford scared as hell. Hey, C.O. Crawford, I can holler at you for a minute? So when C.O. Crawford get off a J-line, I call him and ask him, can I holler at him for a minute? What you need, son? Man, Crawford, man, everybody in there seen what old boy did and said, man. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to get into that, son. I go run and try to talk to Crawford, man. Crawford don't want nothing to do with the situation. So I leave from talking to Crawford and head back to my cell and start getting myself together. While I'm in the cell getting myself together, I'm talking to Bobby Mack. Matt, in order for this plan to work, man, we gotta get in Donahue's cell. But his other cellmates, man, them dudes be acting like hoes. Son, you know right now. Hey, somebody help me. So me and Bobby Mack in the cell talking, we see somebody come running hollering help. Now, in order for you to get what I'm about to tell you, I'm gonna have to show you how the shit happened. Now, homie that ran past our cell was a big, tall, long head, wide nose, knock-knee, black, ugly motherfucker. Now, we see him zoom past. Whatever chasing this nigga, he done smoked their ass. At this time, a few of us out our cell, we looking the other way like, man, dude must have stopped chasing. We see a little short Danny Glover looking at little nigga come running out of there. You know, I'm talking about this nigga about 5'4", bird chest ass nigga with that big ol' ass cow lick in the front. You gotta come back over here, boy. Now, little dude, little man, stop running in the middle of J-Dome. Now, the other nigga gone. He tearing up off J-Dome, but we can still see him. Oh, see this? Now, this time, we stepping trying to get off J. Now, I'm one of the last ones to make it there. I see this big ass nigga working this tall skinny nigga with that weapon. Now I immediately recognize who both of these dudes is. It's Duncan working his homeboy Sean. Fuck you. Now Duncan on the hall treating that boy body like deer meat. Now Duncan looking like a giant ass caveman. He got hair all on his face. He got on some used to be white, dirty, black looking ass hoes ripped all in the ass, long draws. I'm telling you, the boy look like he just out his motherfucking mind. Dude ain't all them. Oh shit. Stop it, man. Boom, 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 mother. Get back to your block. We see about 15 COs we ain't never seen before. They come out of nowhere. Get the fuck back. Real aggressive. Boom, mother. Boom, 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 boom. Now, they made us leave and go back to the block. Boom, turn your ass on. Boom, turn on. Now, before we left, Duncan was already out. Now, they still beating the shit out of him, telling him to turn over. Roll the medic at the end of J-line. If these new COs don't beat his ass for about 10 minutes before they zip time, now, at the same time medical get here, they got Duncan hog-tied. Man, what the these new COs come from? Them bitches brutal. Man, I told y'all they gonna bring in some outside help. Now, dudes ain't talking about how they beating the hell out of Duncan. Only thing they can talk about is they got some outside help that they came in. Now, I'm heading back to my cell. Hey, G, wait up. It's Crazy Steve. Now, the plan was all of us gonna go to commissary from our own line. But for some reason, Steve then walked over to my line. I'm walking towards him, but he walking towards the first table, acting real top secret. What's happening with you, Crazy Steve? Gee, look, they told me to put some of this in your food. You see that shit? So when I asked Crazy Steve what's up, he hold up a plastic bag and they say put some of this in your food. So I snatched the shit. Hey, B-Mac, man, what the hell this is? Let me see, yo. Oh, I already know what this is. This that goddamn polyurethane. This that shit they kill termites and shit like that with. So B-Mac get to explaining to me what they trying to do to me. He tell me this ain't gonna roll me out, but it'll have me real sick for days at a time. He say they be using this shit on workforce to kill shit like bees and termites. Mexican dog. Now I can hear more away from his cell say Mexican dog. So I pop my head out the cell and see my dog and I go crazy. I bust out there and run up, grab him and hug him. Where everybody at? Now I hit him with that thing just to see if his mind's straight. Houdini, baby. Shit, yeah. Commissary! Line up! Commissary! Commissary! So I'm still rapping with Don and the CO come in and holler out commissary. Now we don't never get to go to commissary this early. That's to show you how many people off of other blocks went to commissary. Boy, this shit about to get serial killer dangerous. Niggas show ass when 40 niggas ain't make commissary. Now you talking about damn near the whole prison. So we line up for commissary and we ain't got number like 10 dudes in the line. So we go to commissary and we come back from commissary. Man, when I tell you that bitch was damn near empty, so the dudes that got commissary, they head back to their cells to go put their little shit up or whatever. Now no noise get to popping off for about an hour or so. Just like clockwork, there go that nigga Raymond and that bitch ass nigga Abdul. Now they just come their ass on J-Line looking at everybody's cell, then they just walk their ass off of J-Line. Now that ain't it, cause they walk off of J-Line and they don't stay gone long. I say about 10-15 minutes. For those of you who don't know, yesterday I had a little mishap, broke my finger, but I popped it back in place, got me a little rest, and now we going back into the episode. Let's get it. So no more than about 15 minutes later, we see Raymond and Abdul come back with two big ass sacks and they eating something, walking back to their line. Oh man, them boys done went jack somebody's shit, man. Shit too tough for that shit right now. They come playing with me, they getting up out of here. I hate dudes like that. Now the whole J-Line taking notice of this and everybody like, let them come playing with me. We gonna roll them out. Now the loudest dude saying this named Kerry. I want y'all to remember Kerry. Now I'm gonna fast forward this all the way up to afternoon chow. By this time, all the fellas starting to walk up. Man, this the shit I'm talking about. Man, y'all just getting here. Man, I'm sick of y'all niggas, man, especially you, boy. Man, who you talking to, man? You gonna start hollering at me like that, boy? I ain't the one. Hold on, man, calm down, man. Y'all boys, man, y'all can't rock like this. Let's go to Marcel and talk about it, man. We gotta talk this out. So we head to Marcel. Good job, Clovis, boy, you did that. Man, G, you see that, man? Them niggas up there laughing, boy, they falling for this shit. They lame as hell. It's they mind. They want to believe this and see something like this. So in Marcel, me and Clovis, we holler, go back and forth for a little bit more. The fellas killing themselves laughing at us doing this. DeAndre Pritchard? Where's the inmate DeAndre Pritchard? Now, while we in Marcel, we hear the CO come in and he start calling DeAndre Pritchard, which is Nakedish. And him and Paul sitting at the table eating some of their zoos. I'm right here, CO. Come on, you gotta go over there to DO. So Nakedish leave out with one of the new COs. Now this I have to explain to you. Now Paul and Nakedish had two different crews that they hung with, but when they both got tight, they started hanging together. Plus both of their crews was already joined in workforce when they got here. So they was at workforce for the day and they cellmates when this shit happened. Little homie, little homie, little homie. Boy, I see you over there eating good in the hood, huh? Shit, yeah, my dog, I had to get it. I see you and your boy went to commissary and went crazy. Now the dude Rabbit walks up to Paul and start asking him about what he eating and things like that. And him and another dude sit at the table with Paul. Now these dudes never had a problem before, so everybody kind of keep doing what they doing. Boy, why you do some whole shit like that, boy? That's until Paul jump up and start hooping and hollering. Little nigga, you better bring your voice down and cut all that spitting out. Huh? Uh-oh. You get it too. Now when Paul jump up, he get the cracking off on Rabbit. He drop Rabbit so quick, that shit look fake. Then he turn to Rabbit homeboy and say, you get it too, and start piecing him up. Now him and Rabbit homeboy, they still in the mix. Now y'all remember Paul. Paul the same dude who fought with Nakedish for days. He loved to fight. Yeah, you can't do that. All we see is the dude Rabbit get up off the ground and call some other dudes, and they all come running out there. Now when they get out there, we see them hand Rabbit a weapon. Bam, 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 bam. None, bitch ass. Paul just beating the shit out of Rabbit homeboy, and Rabbit walks right up while they fighting and hit Paul in the back with that weapon. Boom, 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 what's good now, bitch? Boom, go ahead and get it. I want everything in that bitch. Go finish him. Now, Paul trying to get away, but his body failing him. Nah, where you going, huh? Where you going? Oh, yeah. They did Paul bad, man. So while Rabbit out there jugging Paul, get all that shit, man. Everything. He got his homeboys in there cleaning Paul's cell out. This dude Rabbit jugged Paul so many times, I can't even tell you how many times he jugged that man. He ain't stopped jugging this man till all his homeboys walk out that main cell with all his zuzus and shit. And then he walk off. Now everybody's just sitting around after all this done and they done with whatever they doing. This man's body just laying on the floor. This man's body had to lay on the floor for about 45 minutes to an hour. Say, man, come on, bro. We gotta go get this man some help, bro. At least get his body up, bro. So me and the crew leave out J-Line to go get some help for Paul. Well, we leaving to go get his body up because ain't nothing can be done for him. Check this walkout. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, man, these niggas wildin'. So we walk up by H and they done beat some of the dudes up in they cell and ran out with they zuzus. Yeah, huh? Yeah, at first I was just asking you for some shit. We get up by H and dude done ran in his neighbor's cell who apparently didn't want to share with him and dashed him with hot water, then walk up in there and take his zuzus. Now all this going on and ain't a CO in sight. So we just walking. Now when we get to the next line, dude getting beat up down there. Now we don't even stop for that fight because we just watched two things happen. So we trying to get where we gotta go and get the hell back. But when we get up by L, we stop again. When we get up to L, we see Big Kendall back off the hole and he just punched some dude out his cell and walk out on the hall, pick him up and slam him. Man, he doing all this, bro, cause that man just gave him a sneaker. So while we standing on the hall and looking down the hall at all this, we hear some dudes say a dude walked up to Big Kendall and offered him something. Kendall told him, whatever you give me, bro. And the dude gave him a sneaker and he got mad cause the dude wasn't intimidated and gave him all kinds of shit. And now he on the hall yoking the out this man. So we get back on the move. Alright, get that to him. Give it him right there. Get this to him. Who these for? Now we get up a little farther and we see Rhonda and the Queens out there handing out snacks. Now I'm looking at this shit, but this shit telling me a lot. At first we ain't been seeing them at all. And now they moving around. They feeling comfortable enough to move around. So that's telling me everything I need to know. Rhonda the type of queen. If Rhonda got a problem with you, Rhonda can't hide it. Tell Skinny I appreciate this. Guess who we see out there kissing ass, taking snacks from Rhonda? What's that dude name? Used to be a real nigga, but now he a queen? Long Arm Tucker. So now we walking while we looking at all this. When we passed by Rhonda put the meanest look on his face he could possibly use and just look at us and check us from head to toe. What's up, Rhonda? Now, when we all walk by Rhonda, we don't let Rhonda know nothing. We all speak to Rhonda and we keep kicking. Hey, ma'am, can you get the COs? We just left J-Line and dude on the floor just bleeding. What happened? Who did this to him? We don't know. We walked on the line and there he was. So when we get the medical, we put on the show. Once we do that, we book it back to J-Line. Damn, what happened to Kerry? His cellmates too? Now, when we left off of J-Line, it was only one body. Now, y'all remember the dude Kerry I told y'all to remember? When we make it back to the line, him and his cellmates cut open. Hey, a monster, bro. Panicking. So this dude named Jericho get to telling us a dude came off A and he was a monster of a dude, and Kerry was sitting at one of the tables eating a hookup, and the big dude came from A and was looking straight at Kerry. Now they say Kerry did this to his cellmates. They say when this monster started walking over to Kerry, Kerry gets up and strike out in his cell. Say Big Man went straight in the cell and all you heard was hollering coming out of there. They say Kerry got back out the cell, but Big Man finished him right there. When I tell y'all shit everywhere, now me and the fellas just standing there looking around and we talking to each other, cause we know it can only be one or four dudes, cause we seen them dudes when we went walk back there. Now at this time, me and the fellas started dapping each other down real fast, cause we can hear the COs coming down the hall. They stopping on every hall. They got their hands full, so we know they about to make their way here. A couple minutes later, get out! Get in your cells now! What? We need you down here. It's going haywire in the prison. Man, I kid y'all not, man. When the warden come back across the radio, it sounds like the warden either taking a shit or getting his dick sucked.
Oh, yeah, put them all on lockdown for the rest of the day.
That's it, fellas. Lockdown! Now they put all of us in the cell on lockdown for the rest of the day. Now they go through the whole prison putting everything on lockdown. They zip that bitch tight. Now what I'm about to do, I'm about to tell y'all when your boy Nakedish end up getting back, cause I can't go into the next day on this episode because this the day they decide to make their move on me. Now we done all been in our cell for about 2 to 3 hours cause it's close to last chow. That's when the bag lunches start to come back. Now, right after that is when Nakedish come back. Now, when he come back, he get brought to the line by a CO because he going inside his cell. And the CO got to unlock his cell, put him in there, and lock the cell back. Now, him and Paul ain't in the same cell. They in 2 different cells. Nakedish cell before Paul's cell. But they usually talk loud through the night. So, Nakedish go through the motion. The CO put him in his cell, make him walk backwards, takes his cuffs off, and the CO leave out of there. Say Paul. Say Paul, boy. Paul. Paul. So Nakedish get to calling Paul. Say Paul. Paul Bunyan. You know, little play for names and shit. He calling his dog. Now y'all gotta remember, it got dudes in Nakedish cell, and ain't nobody done told him nothing yet. Man, what that nigga in there sleep? Say Nakedish, bro. Now we can hear the moment his cellmates start telling him what's happening. Now I ain't about to attempt to make these noise Nakedish was making, man, cause I'll be hoarse. Now they telling Nakedish and he going up, 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 up. He getting higher pitched and higher pitched. He losing it. Ah, yeah. Yeah! Now the dude rapping and his homeboys, they getting louder once they start hearing Nakedish. Now they getting off on this shit. Stop it, listen at that bitch over there. Man, these dudes get to clowning Nakedish and clown this man with words and phrases that I can't use on YouTube. I mean, they go in on Nakedish. So they do this for a minute just taunting this man. And this man, I mean, he lose it. And once all that calmed down, when I tell you Nakedish cried all night. You heard this man whining and sobbing like a baby. Like these dudes been friends forever. Like you wasn't just fighting this dude the other day. None of that matters. This his road dog. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop this episode here. But when we come back, will be the day they try to pull that shit they pull. And we gonna be getting into it. Now, it's a lot of moving parts to this thing. So I'm gonna put this thing together just as it happened to give you guys the full picture. All right, see you soon.